The day of days. Welcome to episode 21 of the Southampton career mode on FIFA 18. Today we find out whether we will or will not be relegated from the Premier League. Also, we'll find out whether Liverpool will or will not be relegated from the Premier League. Looks like it's only going to be a singular point from us here away from home against Leicester City. Needs to win this and has done, but Djokovic knocks that down to Jamie Vardy. That might have us sunk. In theory, any one of Southampton, Liverpool, Watford, Swansea, West Brom could go down. Mario Lemina, I can't believe it! Mario Lemina sent off in stoppage time. But is that going to waste vital time to deny Manchester City the opportunity to go and get an equaliser? Big header from the defender there. Tadic across. Final whistle goes. Southampton 2, Manchester City 1. We've won. I'm not going to listen to anything here. The fans are celebrating. I'm trying not to listen to the commentary. I don't want to give anything away. Have we stayed up? I'm not going to look at the scores. You will see them. I will see them in editing. But I'm going to wait. 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 So if I go down one and across one. League table. We're staying up! And Liverpool are relegated. Liverpool relegated. Southampton finished 16th. Liverpool only drew against Brighton. Watford 17th. Liverpool will be playing Championship football next season. That is the most dramatic relegation season of any career mode on YouTube ever. I don't care. It just is.
We've got some fantastic memories of this football club and of this shirt on the main channel. One of the fan favourite saves, if not for a number, the best save that they've ever enjoyed of all that we've done on the Chesnoid Gaming channel. Welcome to the Southampton career mode here on ChesnoidPlays. This is going to be the second channel save that we're doing moving forward. Obviously, the My Player has now finished. The Youth Academy RTG continues on the main channel. So if you're interested in that and you're stumbling across this and aren't familiar with my main channel, there is a Youth Academy Road to Glory save on Chesnoid Gaming on YouTube. There is a link in the description down below. As we crack on here, though, at Southampton, we have disabled the first transfer window because we have the most recent updates to the squads. So I have everybody that signed for Southampton in January, and we are trying to save the Saints. That is the plan with this save, because as they were back then, not having a great year and looking like they may well end up relegated from the Premier League. The plan for us in this save is to avoid that and then turn this side into one that can win the Premier League and the Champions League. That is the aim. So as we dive in, we're going to start here on the day of the first Premier League game of the season, because of course with no early transfers to do, we didn't need the first transfer window. Everton, Spurs and Palace will play today, and obviously we'll sim the Carabao Cup against Reading. My squad looks like this. Gavin Bazunu in goal at 71 rated. Perlo, Salisu, Jeletikar and Walker-Peters. Orshitz, Lavia, Ward-Prowse and El-Yunusi. Che Adams and Onuaku up top. The bench you can see there as well. We have a number of players that could grow quite well already at the club. We also have a remarkable Youth Academy Scout future star, Mr. Roman Brown. 83 to 94 potential for him. Comes in as a centre forward or a striker, but you'll notice I'm training him at centre back, and here's why. Those physicals are disgusting. At 17 years of age, he has 98 strength. And 94 jumping, and 93 stamina, and 94 aggression. What the hell? And his best stats are his heading accuracy, his ball control, shot power, and his tackling stats. His finishing is 53. So we're training him as a centre-back, and hopefully he's going to be pretty damned good. He's 6'4" as well. We could also perhaps, if his short passing improves, use him as a CDM as well. But with young Romeo Lavia being the kind of high potential CDM we're already playing in that position, we're going to move him to centre-back. A couple of other decent options here as well, including Stefano Ricci, who we're going to move to Cam. 84 to 94 potential for him. Scouting England, Italy and Morocco currently, but we'll update every 3 months rather than committing to a full 9. The main aim is to stay in the division with Southampton, as that's the challenge in real life. What the board want from me in-game, so to keep hold of my job, we have high youth development options, but obviously that's a long-term one over 2 years. Brand exposure-wise, 10 games without defeat. That's all competitions, not just the Premier League, so that should be easily doable as well. And sign 1 crucial first-team player assigned to a defender position. Now, we are lacking at fullback, so perhaps in January, that's where we sign a crucial player for a defensive position. Financially, increase the club's worth, that's fine. Domestic success, they do want a mid-table finish. Not just happy with avoiding relegation, the Southampton board, they do want me to finish away from the relegation zone, so we'll try and do that. FA Cup-wise round of 16, that should be pretty straightforward for a club of our stature and quality. Albeit in the Premier League, we don't have that much quality. Obviously, this is the formation. In real life, Southampton tend to play a number of different formations, but we're going with their most recent one, which was a 4-4-2. Initially started with 4-4-2 holding to get Lavia in a CDM position, but then moved James Ward-Prowse forward into a centre mid. I'm open to changing the formation throughout the course of the season, depending on how well we're doing. We do have a higher rated goalkeeper in Alex McCarthy, of course, if Gavin Bazunu doesn't cut it. But hopefully, Gavin Bazunu will cut it and will also grow. That's the main plan as well, of course. We'll, in due course, put development plans on everybody and move our way towards some better players longer term. Right now, though, at the end of this intro, I'm just going to dive straight into it. So please, if you're looking forward to this Southampton save, do make sure you're subscribed to this second channel here on ChesnoidPlays. The general impact moving forward is going to be every year we're going to do with a My Player on this channel and then move to manager modes. After that, perhaps some more left field manager modes that wouldn't necessarily make it to the main channel. But thought with this first one, we'll start with a fan favourite, which is Southampton, of course. And other content here on this channel will come to you as and when as well, including Football Manager and the Formula 1 game when that launches later in the summer. So, Everton to start, then Tottenham, and then a cup game after that, and one final game of Crystal Palace at the end of the month. Please do drop the video a like if you're looking forward to this Southampton save. Please do subscribe to this ChesnoidPlays channel as well. I'd very much appreciate it. And let's see what we can do with Saints Take 2. Everton starting lineup, then Jordan Pickford in between the sticks for them. Seamus Coleman, James Tarkowski, Michael Keane and Vitaly Mikolenko. Idrissa holding in a 4-1-4-1 with Dwight McNeil, Andre Anana, Abdullah Decore and Demarai Gray out wide left. With Dominic Calvert-Lewin leading the line up top on his own. He's going to have a lot to do today, but so are we probably defensively as well. For those that are curious, we are using the same sliders that we are in the Youth Academy Road to Glory on the main channel. So we're playing on world class and making that significantly more difficult rather than just playing on default ultimate as we have done throughout the course of the year. I'll put on screen a full screenshot of these sliders as I did in the RTG save as well. And if you'd like to check out any of the sliders in more detail, then come over to the Twitch channel, type !sliders in chat, and you'll be able to see all of the varying screenshots and links to videos, etc. from Cutsy. These sliders are 98% Cutsy sliders. We've slightly tweaked them with a little bit of testing we did before starting the Youth RTG save. Hoping for a more straightforward first season at Southampton than we had last time, although I don't know whether we will get one or not. Memories flooding back from all of our games at this ground over the years. Try and get James Ward-Prowse involved as much as we can, of course. Hopefully, we win quite a few free kicks. Mayor Lavia from the edge of the box, perhaps with my first shot, but that's gone well over the top of the bar. At 67 rated, it is a risk throwing him into the starting lineup, but because of his potential, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Because if we are to utilise his potential, then we are going to need him playing games as regularly as possible. Onana. Crowd are belting out full song here at St Mary's, early doors. Game 1 of the season. Southampton conceding a corner as Demarai Gray will deliver it for Everton. If I could get Onuaku involved defensively in the box, then that would be great. I also want to try and utilise him offensively as well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is probably going to win that header, and indeed he does. That's 1-0 to our visitors as we approach the half-hour mark. Into El Yunusi. Ward-Prowse is arriving. Bit of a graphical issue with his boots, so do ignore that if you see it. That's a, oh, would have been a devilish whip into the middle. That could have seen us find an equalising goal not long after going behind. Doucouré, cross here to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And now here's Dwight McNeil in the box. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin found again, and Gavin Bazunu can't get there. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin extends Everton's lead. 2 goals in as many minutes for them. Outlining just what sort of challenge we have here at Southampton. I fear Gavin Bazunu might not be good enough in a FIFA sense, even though in real life he has some good qualities. Oh, he's done me with the turn there, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's 3-0 Everton. Andre Onana slams it home. I wasn't ready for the dummy from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and we are really on the back foot now. That there has absolutely sold me. And then he's laid it across as well, which I wasn't expecting. A man, a striker, on a hat-trick, you do not expect to square the ball in that situation. It was a desperate attempt to try and block any shot that came in. We're up against it with Southampton here in this save, but we knew that coming in. And it looks like the challenge is going to be exactly what we thought it was going to. Walker Peters. Leave him on the ground. Onuaku could be around the corner here. Indeed he is. From distance. Oh! The big man scores a worldie! And he's got a celebration to boot as well. Well, we're 3-1 down. But that goal should almost be worth double. I think it was that good. What a start for Paul Onuaku. Is it Onuaku or Onuachu? I'm not sure off the top of my head. All I am sure of is that that is a banger. Let's do more of that, please. It's probably El Yunusi off and Sulemana in. It's probably a change I'm going to make permanently as well. And Onuachu's in again. And he scored a second. And the Man Mountain himself is on the warpath. Spurs, Southampton 2, Everton 3. Whoever has got a ticket at that end of the ground is seeing all the action today. Nikolenko. Oh, did that take a touch off the leg? I'm not sure. Abdullah Doucouré is in behind it. Oh, Bazunu's got to do better. I put my faith in the keeper then and just tried to mark off any potential squared balls. That's not worked. Gavin Bazunu concedes at his near post. Just trying to stop them from getting it to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Bazunu's got to do better there. That's unacceptable from him on that occasion. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give Bazunu a few games. We can't get him out on loan until January anyway. I mean, he's on his way there if I can find the pass on Onuaku, but find the pass is the one thing I can't actually do. Brilliantly through the gap there to Damari Gray, who also tucks home past the keeper. Southampton 2, Everton 5 on the opening day of the Premier League. The comeback was on. The comeback died. Final whistle sounds at St Mary's, and the scale of the challenge is evident. We knew it was going to be quite tough. That's confirmed now. Not necessarily. Stop pointing to the whole ground, Mr. Dyche. Thank you very much. There aren't going to be many people wanting to say thanks for coming out to you, pal. To be fair, 5 shots for us and 7 for them. There weren't that many chances in the game. It's just that almost everything went in for Everton. Spurs next. The Spurs are going to go marching in as we go marching in against them with a 5-2-3. They're East Porro, Dyer, Romero, Ben Davies and Ivan Perisic. Højbjerg, of course, former Southampton player, alongside Bentancur, and then the front three picks itself of Kulusevski, Kane and Heung-min Sonny Boy. Difficult is probably the synopsis for this game. We may well be losing back-to-back games, but surely we can't lose quite so embarrassingly as we did against Everton, he says. Hoping for some sort of backbone to be shown here. A couple of changes to my starting lineup, actually, to make you aware of as well. Sulemana starts on the right. Walker Peters moved to left back as Livramento starts at right back. And I'm undecided yet as to whether to start Bella Kotchap over Cheleta Carr or not. I think I may well do so for the game against Crystal Palace. And we'll see what Bella Kotchap's all about as well. Oh, Bazunu makes a good save with his feet. Tottenham a little bit ominous in possession now. They've slowed it down a little bit. Oh, I can't quite get there. And as such, are trying to dictate play a bit more. Good save by Bazunu with C. Antonio Conte in just the t-shirt. Well up Gilletta Carr. Dejan Kulusevski in behind for Spurs. Little ball rolls dummy. A little dummy by Son. And Bazunu makes the save. And Walker-Peters will scramble it clear from the goal mouth. Perisic has done very well there. Son finds Højbjerg. He's winding up with a power shot that flies past the post again. No. Orshitz is not taking this, thank you very much. He's got decent stats, but he's no James Ward-Prowse. Right, Mr. Onuachu, attack this, please. Now win this, please. Off the bar! The follow-up! What a double save! No, it wasn't a double save. The first one hit the bar, but what a save from Hugo Lloris. What a recovery. After diving for the first one, he's still on the floor as the header comes in, and he somehow managed to get up and get that one away. That was remarkable from Hugo Lloris. Onuachu's there, and he's got to bury that. That's not good enough from 6 yards out. And he'll look in there to Orshitz. I mean, it's Mislav. Milan Orshitz. I think it's Mislav, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. I should have buried that. There's no excuse. Onuachu could have had 2 or 3 goals in this game so far, but Hugo Lloris is on fire today. Lovely tackle by Livramento. Kane. Oh, that's excellent from... Oh, it's unbelievable. That's just unplayable from Tottenham. Danjuma is off the bench and scores immediately. That's just an unbelievable goal from Tottenham. Worthy of a replay, that. In the middle. Oh, it's just exceptional. Fair play. 5 minutes to find an equaliser. Can it be done? Adam Armstrong, it might be done immediately. As we said that, we're in. So it's not accurate enough. I tried to go across goal. It could be a last-minute equaliser. El Yunusi's going to feed this to Onuachu, who's in. Here's Sulemana. It's a terrible pass. I thought I'd have a tap-in. But Onuachu does not have, evidently, the creative ability to find a pass like that. That was really bad, mate. That was really bad. We could have taken a point against Spurs. And we're disappointed that we haven't. But we're also buoyed by the fact that we were much better there. 7 shots for our opponents, 5 shots for us again. This time only 1-0, not 5-2. So, improvements already. Up next then is a sim against Reading in the Carabao Cup. You can see my lineup there. McCarthy starts. Do need some better players at fullback. I'm going to give Bella Kotchap a game in the next one, actually, against Crystal Palace. But he can play here to get some football under his belt as well. And we need penalties to see Reading off. But see Reading off we eventually do. Okay, well, maybe Crystal Palace will be where we get our first points of the season then. Carlos Alcaraz confirmed as going out on loan to Bilbao. That will happen in January. A young player with high potential that at the minute can't find his way into my starting lineup. Crystal Palace arrive at St Mary's with Waita in goal. Klein, Gahey, Anderson and Mitchell at the back. Sambi Lukonga on loan from Arsenal alongside Chet Doucouré with Michael Elise, Eberici, Eze, Wilf of course. And up top, Mateta gets the nod ahead of Odsonne Edouard, who is a little bit tired from their Carabao Cup antics midweek. We're hoping to get the first points of our season on the board sooner rather than later. Understand losing to Tottenham. Obviously frustrated with the game against Everton, but this is another game that is very much winnable. Adams to Perrault. Gets the start this time due to fatigue from elsewhere in the squad. Nice ball into Orshitz. He might look on the floor here for Onuachu, who is found. Asked for a first-time shot, didn't get it, don't care. It's ended up in the back of the net anyway. The only man to score a goal for us so far this season. Onuachu, the big boy up top. Slammed into the corner. Golazo. Good block by the left-back, however. Finds Sambi. Oh, Zaha over the top. It's normally better than that, Wilf. First time, or not first time. Maybe put off by Salisu closing him down at pace. I'm not going to block offers for James Ward-Prowse because I'm curious to see the calibre of club that want to come in for him. Ha! It's 1-1 though. Eberechi Eze buries it into the back of the net. Still battling hard here. Both sides to... Oh, keep the ball. Oh, I genuinely thought that was in. Zaha again with another good chance that he's put past the post. Jeffrey Schlupp coming on for Michael Elise. How Zaha hasn't given them a 2-1 lead there, I'm not sure. The defence just parted like the Red Sea. Now, can we find Onuachu this time with Perro? No, but maybe from the corner, which will come in through the main man. Oh, off the line. Onuachu is going to be deadly from corners if we can just figure out how to score with him. Orsic. Perro. Delivered well. Onuachu! Still can't get that winning goal. Brilliant chance, though. That didn't quite work. 1, 2, 3. Onuachu. Go back heel. Ward-Prowse. Can't win it for Saints in the final minute. It's not 3, but equally, it's not nothing either. It'll be a draw for our first points of the season with Southampton. And we're creating. That's the most important thing. I'm pleased with the performance against Tottenham, if obviously not the result. I'm pleased with the creativity against Crystal Palace, albeit again, perhaps not the result, but we deserved maybe a point against Spurs and deserved perhaps the win against Crystal Palace. So, whilst we are still going to be down the bottom end of the table, I'm happy enough so far in episode 1 that there is a platform to build on. That platform is quite high up in the air because Onuachu is holding it 6'7" high in the minute. Hopefully we can get some better performances from elsewhere in the squad, and hopefully we don't end up like we are or were in the RTG on the main channel, where we're kind of solely relying on one man for all of our goals. At the minute, that's the case, but I don't anticipate it being like that the whole time. Now, I should get actually some scout reports back sooner rather than later. Well, I was going to show you what we got, but what we got wasn't very good at all. We called up Vincenzo Martino, who's pretty rubbish, but maybe with some training and a reposition to a wide midfielder might be decent. Other than that, there wasn't really anything to bring to you. We've had a couple of players complete their position change as well, including Mustafa Hassan. But at the minute, it's Brown, who has just 1 week left before he's turned into a centre-back. That remains our main man in the youth setup, although Stefano Ricci is growing as well, which is good news, although obviously that comes with the position change too. So in January, we'll probably look to loan out Brown and Ricci, depending on what Brown gets to. We might even just throw him into the squad, but we'll wait and see what happens. As we push forward into the next episode, we've Nottingham Forest, Leicester City, West Ham in the Cup, and Chelsea in the league. It's pretty straightforward at Premier League level when you don't have European football. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to a long and, fingers crossed, successful time here at Southampton, starting with not getting relegated. However, after 1 point from 3 games, we are getting relegated. That said, all the way up to 15th only has a point. So early days, long way to go, but looking forward to this challenge at Southampton as we did last time. It's been 5 years since we managed St Mary's. Maybe we could be just as successful as we were before, though I don't expect Liverpool to get relegated this time around. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Please do subscribe to the second channel here, ChesnoidPlays, to ensure you don't miss out on any more of this save as it comes to you. But for now, that's all from me for today. I'll see you next time.